lines to defend so well. I can see a yellow card flashed for Amin. Seems this is in being indiscipline. I think the Tusker player actually took an argument with the referee. The referee stopped the game and flashed out his yellow card. And like I said, this referee seems to be a no-nonsense referee. He's telling these boys to play the game and stop this kind of other side shows. And Matano is not a very happy man. He's going to complain to the fourth official. And as you know, Matano is the lion. He will not always take matters like this lying down. Yeah, players should know that their business in the pitch is to play football. Decisions are made by referees, and if you think there's something wrong, you have your captains to talk to the referee. So this is rather a wrong booking, if you ask me, because a player is meant to play football, take instructions and decisions from the referee. And now Mala goes out there, and it's a goal, and it's a goal. That is 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 a goal. It's a nice one, and against the run of play, to Gor Mahia, it becomes rather very surprising, and Tusker again are complaining. Tusker is complaining again. They are now accosting the referee. They are in the field. Tusker are complaining bitterly about this. They are now with the referee, and again against the run of play. That was a very fast counter-attack. Nobody thought a goal would come out of it. And yes, in the 32nd minute, Gor Mahia finds their goal. And this is again the run of play, and it appears. Is it? I'll just confirm. I'll confirm it. It seems it's either Austin or Wahongo Sydney. One of the players must have gotten this in. It's Otomala this time round, and the game begins. This is what we say in football: play the game, don't argue with the referee. So this goal should have been avoided if Tusker didn't go out for an argument with the referee, which indeed has earned the juice on the other end. And just in the nick of time, that would have been a very fast reply to Gor Mahia's goal. That would have been a very fast reply to Gor Mahia's goal. Yes, and true now, we'll be having an interesting game. Ball goes out for a throw in right now, and it's a throw towards Tusker. This is promising to be one very nice encounter right now. Tusker will now have to come out and find a goal or an answer to this. But again, I say, this is a goal that has been conceded rather, it's rather careless, because referees make decisions, and it's them who can only call decisions in the field. Already I'm joined with my colleague here, King. We are doing close 35 minutes of the game. Gor Mahia leading 1-0. How are things right now?
Apologies, Nick, for coming late. Nairobi, sitting under the sun, but I'm happy I'm here. Going on of Tusker coming in strong. However, that was uncalled for by the captain, Humphrey Mieno, costing his team a goal. And I know Matano is very furious now. They have to regroup. And if Gor can hold on to that, going by the results that have happened, Police has won the game 2-1, and Zoya as well has won their game.
That Police have just won their game, and Zoya have also won their game. So Gor Mahia, to keep in the chase, really have to get good results here. Again, like you've said, I think these Tusker players just want to be careless with this game. Like you say, the kind of fouls they're committing are becoming sometimes very careless. They should hold on to their nerves. This game is too early. It's not even halfway yet, so they should just play the game and go with the referee's instructions. And yes, just like you said, Kenya Premier League getting even more interesting, and Police are showing some very wonderful form right now. What's working for Kenya Police right now?
I think Police change of coach, Baraza coming in from Tanzania, where he had a good stint there and almost a goal there by Sydney Omala on that shot. But talking about Police actually now called Police Saint-Germain, PSG of Kenya, because they've picked up everyone, and you know, all good players, the former players played for the national team. They're doing well. I've watched them play, and they're very compact. What a game or a cracker. We're going to wait now moving forward. Police and Gor, Police and Tusker. Now another team has been brought up there to actually challenge for the title.
Well, Gor Mahia still leading on Sydney Wahongo's goal that was taken against the run of play when Tusker was still lamenting about a decision by the referee. And yes, it's interesting to note that now we have PSG in Kenya in the name of Kenya Police. They are christened PSG. I don't know why. Maybe because they have bought players from every other end. Yes, it's good to have this kind of competition in a league. It makes a league become so competitive, so interesting. And it's good now again to see teams like Nzoia also showing some very good mettle of themselves. Nobody gave Nzoia a chance. Even the bookmakers didn't give them any chance at the beginning of the season. And true, they're living up to that billing to be contenders into this. I even saw the governor, Lusaka, actually getting very excited and bringing in a lot of county resources to take people into the stadium last week against AFC Leopards. Yes, it's now in the midfield for Gor Mahia, and now Ernest Wendo. Ernest Wendo plays along one to Simiti. Simiti Geoffrey is there. Simiti now finds Sydney Wahongo, and Blackberry is just off his position. That would have been a nice one. Still on the ball, brings in a cross that is in the box. Now what would come out of this? That should have been a shot straight to the goal. He didn't have to again to make a pass inside the box. I mean, when it's come to decision making in the box, players really have to be taught. There are things that I don't know whether they are taught by coaches or it's just a player's ability and know-how. Like now, why would a player who is in the 6-yard box fail to shoot and give a pass that actually ends up to a no goal? Tusker here trying to push. They had this, looks not good for Gor Mahia defense, and they are hanging out there to play. And is taken in the midfield right now. Another one is released, but doesn't go through. Tusker piling more pressure, and Captain Philemon Mbich Otieno will be having this on the right side. Plays to his goalkeeper, Gad Matthews. Gad Matthews has the ball. They seem to be slowing the game and asking his guys to just take it easy. Tell them to take it easy. Remember, minute number 32 goal still separates these two sides. Dennis Njire on the left. Njire takes a long one that is not well taken. And on the right flank, Gor will have to look for the ball from Tusker. A good one, but Njire Dennis stands tall. Has it in midfield, releases Wendo to Bajaj. Bajaj plays that ball against a Tusker player, and it goes out.
Then completed. Kariobangi Sharks losing 3-1 to Nzoia in that early kickoff, and then Police winning 2-1 to Nairobi. Games currently going on: Bandari nil, Kakamega Homeboys nil in Mombasa. Gor leading 1-0 against Tusker. Mathare nil, Vihiga nil, Ulinzi nil, Bidco nil at the Ulinzi complex, and then Sofapaka nil, KCB 1. On the table, you can see there Nzoia have opened a 1-point lead. Live standings: Gor Mahia have moved to number 2 with that 1-0 lead, and then KCB as well have moved up above Police. Tusker wrap up top 5, but this game can go either way. Gor have to just continue maintaining the ball. Let them. You can only win the game by having more possession. They need to now, defend well and attack well. Don't waste the chance. I remember the last game we did with you against Sofapaka here. Gor wasted a lot of chances. Today they have to convert them. If they can get a 2-0 lead by going to the halftime, then they would have killed the game early enough.
Well, so interesting, good updates there. The league is tightening. However, that's a good one that is shot by Austin Odhiambo. Blackberry is on the left side of the pitch now, is dribbling there, brings in a cross. That is not dealt with properly, but then the referee's assistant says there is an infringement on the Tusker defender. Charles Mamanyi and co at the defense line, and now Matasi starts the ball very fast. He plays it into the middle there to get Mwanyi Kevins. Mwanyi Kevins is infringed, and it's gonna be a foul. Yes, Humphrey Mieno. Like I told you, Humphrey Mieno is now a general in this midfield. His experience, his know-how doesn't make him run so much. He knows where to place the ball, he knows when to release it, and is so experienced. An infringement has been spotted against a Tusker FC player, and this foul will be directed towards Gor Mahia side right now. Well, we have like another 6 minutes or so to a half-time whistle, perhaps with another 1 or 2 minutes added, given that there was a water break at some point in this first half. Tusker players surge into Gor Mahia's box. A long one has been lobbed into Gor Mahia, but it runs out of field of play for a goal kick. Yes, speaking about this Suicides King, Tusker being 13 times champions and Gor Mahia 19 times champions, they share they share the greatest amount of titles in Kenya Premier League. And before you came in, I was just giving a small or a brief preview that these two teams are 2 years old apart. You know, Gor Mahia was born in 1968 and Tusker was born in 1970. They have lived to that billing up to now. Now Gor Mahia is on the attack. Ernest Wendo in the midfield. He plays Wahongo Sydney, who goes down. Tusker Humphrey Mieno does a long one onto the left, and now Dennis Njiri and the goalkeeper Gad Mathis. I thought at one time they were not in communication. It could be dangerous sometimes. And the fourth official, or rather the referee's assistant, is very strict on this other end. Omala charges towards Matasi, and the ball goes out. Yeah, I think today the chances have not been as many as Gor normally creates the chances. Actually, we've only had 1 or 2 chances. One has been converted into a goal. And there, the ball goes. It is Boniface Bajaj who plays Omala, and Omala is marked offside again. So far so good. The offside trap is working so well for Tusker. And Onyango, as I told you, a lanky defender who would be deceiving you as a basketball defender, now stands tall each and every time. His strides are so long, the guy is too tall, and really covers a lot of ground in that. The captain, Gor Mahia, has the ball. However, there is a Tusker player who is on the field of play, lying down there, and it seems it's Mieno, that is Mieno, Humphrey Mieno, one of the most experienced players we have in this encounter. Humphrey Mieno, remember, was at one time in Gor Mahia. Humphrey Mieno is a Kenyan international. Humphrey Mieno has been in Tusker, I think, the longest, more than any other player, I think, in this field of play right now. And yes, is one person Tusker looking up for to get the results right. King, as he gets that treatment, what do you make of police?
I think Kenya Police have done the right thing. Remember last week they had inauguration of their stadia at the police South Sea area. Now they're actually putting the bits and pieces together, and I'm liking that they're coming in very strongly. Things which Gor, and FC and even Tusker have not done very well, having your home ground, having your own training ground, and just working around to ensure the welfare of the team and the players is taken care of. But we are hoping that in due time they will actually be, they will be a power force in Kenyan football if they continue doing, and with the investment they are putting there. They're having sponsors going there, airline companies, being their shirt sponsor. That shows positivity in the game of football. and how good is going to grow, because we need to see more of Kenyan teams playing in the Continental, more playing in the Club Championship. Remember, teams in the north are now participating in the World Club Championship. You know, we are having an African team playing against Real Madrid. That is what we are hoping one day we're going to see happening to a Kenyan team. How lovely would it be if continental football is taken seriously and Kenyan teams keep on playing?
Yeah, and that should have been a goal. I mean, again, I'm wondering why players in this league don't make right decisions in front of goal. Again, their balls, you don't even have to think twice. Just shoot at goal. It's a half a chance. Make the best out of it. I mean, like now Omala, you don't have again to dribble and look for somebody to pass to. You just give a shot to the goal, and it results into a goal. Now the ball goes on. Humphrey Mieno is still out of field of play, and this doesn't look good for him as Gor Mahia launches an attack on the other end, but the ball goes out of the field of play. Yes, you're talking about decisions. I mean, making decisions. Players are taught to make decisions, or these are things that people only learn and given the talent, or it depends on how angry you are for goals. Omala, who is now leading in the Kenya Premier League with goals, should have done better with that. This is the second time again he's cutting in across instead of shooting, and I wonder how he wants to be a top scorer with that kind of decision making. And now Bajaj has the ball. Boniface Bajaj. It is that pace that guy has that remains the biggest worry to most defenders. He has it again. Boniface has the ball again there. He plays it so well. A touch that is given doesn't go well. And yes, Bish, the captain, tussles for the ball and wins it. However, it goes out the field of play. Philemon is an attack-minded defender. At one time, he was a midfielder, and is not forgotten that he was, a midfielder. He keeps sometimes forgetting and goes on to even attack. These days, fullbacks have become a part of the attacks in games. In modern football, fullbacks actually complement in the attacks. And what he's doing is not so bad, but his is a natural instinct of a forward, not a fullback. Something so interesting is that Philemon will always charge ahead no matter what, and that's also good for modern football. The ball goes out, and I think Humphrey Mieno has just left the field of play, and that is an injury-induced change. And Shiwa Shapan comes in jersey 14 for Humphrey Mieno in midfield. What do you think that would really impact King?
I think now Shapan is going to bring a lot of pace. He's a bit different than Humphrey. He fights hard for the ball. He knows how to push from box to box. So I think it's an induced change by the injury, but to me, I think he's going to add a lot of value to Tusker. If they can continue playing like that, they put a lot of pressure on Gor. Gor will succumb. But if they open up the space on the back for Omala, remember Omala hasn't scored a goal yet in the game, and you know, with him, lack of scoring goals, Tusker will open up because they're now chasing the game, and that would expose their fullback. So Gor has to play in tight. Humphrey Wendo will have to play better than he has played when he was playing Humphrey, because Ernest Wendo has to play better than how he was playing Humphrey Mieno on that midfield.
Thank you very much, and that will be the end of the first half as we go into some little rest of this period of time. Gor Mahia are leading 1-0, and they are rushing to the changing rooms for instructions from the coach. And Tusker are still left behind here, and everything looks that it's going to be a good second half. So don't go away, because
sportpesa.com.
Dear viewers, welcome to yet another how-to video brought to you by Sportpesa. Leo nawafunza how to register on our platform. The first way is how to do it. Just send the line to 779 and just
zaidi ya milioni 284 SportPesa Mega Jackpot.
For website, click on download app, install it on your phone. After you install the app, click on register and follow the instructions. Okay, kumbukeni, you can play with the little extension. Nakumbuka, you can also share. Kafunga birthday.
Zaidi ya milioni 284 SportPesa Mega Jackpot. Bonyeza star 790 au tembelea sportpesa.com. Kucheza kupitia SMS ni sare. Tuendelee na SportPesa.
This live encounter here, and we are bringing you live this encounter, just like we said. This encounter, just like we said. Now, the changes that have been made. Tusker have done changes here. There is a joke who's come out, and we have Ibrahim Joshua who's come in. We also have in Gor Mahia Ochen John, who has come in place for Sydney. And the game begins right now. Since Matano has something else to think about now, from the changes he's just made, is either going for this game or defending. I don't know what he wants to do with this king.
I think good change in Joshua, the Tanzanian international. Remember, Ibrahim Joshua has been called up to the Tanzanian national team. He gets in there to just bring a bit of trouble to that backline for goal. I think good changes by both teams. Now, let the battle begin, because it's a man's game. Let's see who's going to win the game.
Oh, thank you very much, King Emmanuel. And yes, it's It's going to be battle royale for these two sides. And Matano, if you see Matano make changes, just know it's serious and is looking to turn on this game. And Gor Mahia have also brought in John. John is known to be a speedy midfielder. Is meant to spice up now with the Blackberry on this left flank. Let's see how it plays out. An attack has been launched there. We see it coming and it's thwarted. Still on Tusker side, they release the ball right now. Tusker still has the ball, but intercepted by Gor Mahia. It is a 50-50 ball that again is won by Gor Mahia in the midfield. Ernest Wendo in the midfield looks back and plays Dennis Njiri. Njiri here looks over and releases Blackberry Odhiambo. Can Blackberry get to this ball now? He gets to that ball. Let's see what his experience would give him. Blackberry is not able to execute anything meaningful with that ball. And the ball is with Tusker right now. Tusker with the ball. In the back line, there is Monyi Kevin. Monyi Kevin releases the ball to this end of Gor Mahia, and then Jerry Dennis stumbles over the ball out of play. It's a throw in for Tusker. If you look at the agency they have in this game right now, it shows that they want a goal as early as possible. And Jerry Dennis with the ball. Jerry Dennis here now will play Blackberry. Ernest Wendo plays Simiti back to goalkeeper guard Matthews. Guard there releases the ball, but again is won in the midfield by Tusker. Tusker now will release Zakayo Eric, the dreadlock player who's just coming in the second half. Zakayo is meant to bring pace together with Joshua of Tanzania. Let's see just how it comes. King Manuel says that Joshua has been called into the national team of Tanzania, Taifa Stars, and it shows what he's doing in Tusker here is something that actually has caught the eyes of the authorities back in Tanzania, and it's a good thing for Kenya Premier League to have national team players in this league. Yes, Tusker are surging on now. On the left release, a good cross that comes in, but again, it's thwarted by Gor Mahia. Blackberry with Odhiambo there with Eric. Blackberry on the ball. The ball goes out, but then again taken by Tusker. A good cross comes in, but that one just veers off the striker. Tusker still putting on more pressure here, and a good shot on goal. A nice shot. I wonder what the defense was doing. This actually shows goal. At one point, they were caught napping. They didn't expect a shot from that distance. It's a good shot, King.
And again, Nick, I told you, Tusker are under a lot of pressure. They want to put the pressure up to goal. It's up to goal to determine how they're going to let the game go. They're not playing, they're a bit lethargic in that play. They have to ensure that they push the ball up. Don't allow Tusker on your final third, because they're very dangerous. And those players coming in, Zakayo and Joshua and Mashari as well, the dreadlock player.
That King Manuel, just like you said, the injection of these players has changed this game in the first very minutes of the second half.
Fleet-footed players there. You see how they're putting pressure on that back line for Gor. And again, the midfield of Wendo and Jonte not clicking. Jonte plays a bit higher than Wendo. Wendo has to play in that hole, because that's where Tusker are going to cause havoc. And that foul by Austin. Austin is never one of the better players who play defense. They don't fall back quite fast for Gor Mahia. Gor have to make a bit of changes if they want to maintain the lead, because as it is right now, they're allowing Tusker to come and bring in the attacks on that backline for Gor. A bit dangerous. Now there's that free kick for Tusker. You never know what can happen, because Tusker also has good players. Let's see what they're going to make of that free kick, but it's a bit dangerous. Gor right now are living on dangerous time.
Yes, indeed, it is now up to Gor Mahia to really cool down the game. I think one of the best things they should do is to just let Tusker play and they cool down the game on their side. Yes, it's going to be a free kick to be taken at the very edge of the 18-yard box on the Gor Mahia side. And Gad Matthews is marshalling his troops. He's trying to really make his wall work for him on that left side of the woodwork. And now, it will be taken right here. Clinic clinical for free kick takers like Cristiano Ronaldo would really have a moment like this. And the ball now is here. Let's see what they do with it. Tusker on this. And it's a goal. And it's a goal. And it's a goal. Just like I was talking, mentioning just how good foul takers can be, Moni Kevins plays just straight into Gor Mahia's far post, and Gada could not do anything. Gada was not able to do anything, and that pressure has just paid on right immediately. King Manuel.
Nick, I talked about it. Tusker know they have to win. They are 3 points behind Gor as it is in the table, and on the bench right now, very happy that I think I'll blame Gad a bit. That ball came to his side, the wall did their job. On his side, he should have had a good save, but that's football. You see some of them you lose. Now the pressure is on Gor, but I'm happy that both teams now really want to play. No one is going to sit behind to defend. All of them want to attack and actually get that 3 points in the game.
Yes, just like we promised, it's gonna be now an entertaining affair here. Nobody wants to sit back, as Manuel King says, and it will be now a very good encounter. Let's see how Gor Mahia responds to this. And Eric again is on this ball. Simiti coming so hard on Eric, and Njiri Dennis on the ball. Njiri Dennis there plays, but again loses it to Tusker so easily. Guard on the ball there. Releases Philemon Otieno on the right side, back to Gad. Gad there, and he shoots. Seems Onyango has been elbowed here. Onyango was elbowed by Muni. Is it Muni Shams? I think Muni Shams now elbows, and he gets a card for that. Ideally, something is wrong with Tusker today. They are getting cards off the ball, and doesn't really add well for them. These cards that are accumulating today might come to be counterproductive in a match that they would really want these players to play. King, what's wrong?
I think they need to emulate from Casemiro. Casemiro will only get a card when he's defending, against the opponent. Here they're getting cards off the ball incident, but it shows you one thing, that they really want to win the game. They want to go for the ball. They'll do whatever it takes. Hard a player so long as you get the ball and score as well. But God now have to be a bit tougher mentally, physically as well, and just try to contain the game. What they're a bit lacking on the final third, and you've seen it there. Blackberry is a bit off, a bit tired. He needs a bit of replacement. They have Rossa in the bench. I hope he can get some time and come in to add in a bit of punch in that forward line for Gor Mahia.
Yeah, truly speaking, Blackberry today has been colorless in this entire game. We've not seen his runs. He's not brought those crosses that he's known to bring, and it's becoming a rather a tough game for him to really countenance. It's now attack on Gor Mahia again on that very left side. Tusker are coming again, and this defender turns Philemon in and out so willingly, and it's now taken out of danger. Again, Gor Mahia loses the ball, and it goes back to them. A shot on goal, but veers off target. Yeah, definitely something is not working out here in the last 10 minutes of the first half. And Sims Matano went back and learned something, one or two, about Gor Mahia defense here. He's piling so much pressure here. His changes have brought in a lot of pressure to Gor Mahia. Let's see. I think it's high time the coach thought about Blackberry and he will do something about Blackberry today. He's not in this game. Totally out. Totally out. And now a throw-in from Geoffrey James Simiti that is well defended by Tusker. Tusker even doing better defending now in this half. Boniface, again, very short, diminutive player. He is not being used properly. We're not seeing his runs because he was meant to be taking a lot of fast-paced action on that left wing. But he's not doing anything right now, the right wing rather. Back to Matasi. Tusker now controlling this game. They are manning the midfield. They are taking the attacks, and everything is looking well. Blackberry now on the ball. Blackberry Odhiambo on the ball. Geoffrey Simiti. Simiti on the ball. Takes a good cross. And Omala is there. A goal on, but one goes out. Quite well taken. And that's a decision that most of Gor Mahia supporters would want people of the caliber of Austin to just take and deal with instead of dilly-dallying around that goal area. The ball is now in the midfield, and Eric again, the same deadlock player who is causing trouble to Gor Mahia. Plays to Monyi Kevins, who's just scored the goal. Released out of field, now out of danger, all the way to Tusker's defense. Tusker begin the game right now. To Eric again in the midfield. It's now taken by Ocheng. Ocheng to Boniface. Boniface on goal, and that's a hard shot. That's really a hard shot. And I think if they do more of that, then perhaps a goal will come out of this. That was a hard shot on goal that is well dealt with by the experience of Matasi. Matasi has traveled. Matasi is a goalkeeper who is well prepared for any match, any day. He would handle. He's seen most of those shots like that and can handle them pretty well. Again, Tusker, it's Eric again on this flank. And something really Gor has to do here is to deal with Eric. I think Eric, the Delo player, he seems small in size, Zakayo Eric, but he's troubling this Simiti so much. And Simiti is known to be a no-nonsense defender. He tackles so hard, but on this one, he's being taken on. Tusker again. And a foul.
Again, Nick, you see there, Tusker has won the midfield battle. Gor midfield actually right now is dead. I think now with Sydney not being there and Austin not playing one of the best games that he can, he should have been, scored a goal there. He has to fall back, and in that 4-3-3 that they're playing can actually contain Tusker, but they're not falling back on time. They're giving a lot of gaps for Tusker to just maneuver through. I think the coach now has to change it a bit, bring in more of Blackberry and Bonnie to keep on coming and defend to help Simiti and to just take care of those attacks that Tusker are doing from the wing.
Again, word in the midfield by Tusker, and Tusker are actually doing it right now, and you can imagine, right into the 6-yard box, and Gor defense can't deal with that. I think, just like you said, it's time perhaps the coach does a few tactical changes to either bring Masharia, who would dribble so fast. He can hold on to the ball, take on defenders, just like Eric is playing on this end. He needs a Masharia on that other end. Omala has not been fed adequately, and therefore he remains largely out of action for this encounter. Odhiambo Austin again has not been very potent there. Boniface gets the ball, can he cross it in? He brings it in so well, but again the defense stands tall and clears the ball of danger. Eric on the ball now. Eric on the ball now. The two other players here who are really troubling in this midfield. There is now there's Eric, but I think I love Eric because he's aware. His awareness of position and how he moves is so great. Look at that. And is dispossessed. Now can Austin do something here? And he releases Boniface. Oh, Boniface misses that. Boniface misses that.
That's why you need Austin to be on the pitch, because he's very creative, he's very clever, and how I wish Boniface would have gone for that ball. That was a clear one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but I think he hesitated a bit. He thought Mamani would take care of that ball on the Tusker defense. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now, a bit of organization, but the off-the-ball movement is what you need to check, Nick, for goal, and look at it again for Tusker. Both teams, you'll see two different body language for the Gor Mahia players and the Tusker players, but I like what I'm seeing now. If they can continue maintaining that pressure, then it would actually, either team will actually get a result in this game.
Well, I think that pass was actually so nice, and like we said, I can see Macharia is being prepared to come in, and maybe we were thinking just like the coach is thinking, and I think it's time now Macharia brings more pace and creates more chances up front, because I think Blackberry should just retire out of this game now and let Macharia a good basketball kick there, but then got the deal with it in goal. Gor Mahia have now put on the gears of agency, and you can see from the way they're releasing the balls, they want it at the Tusker's end. Well taken care of by the defense of Tusker. Well handled. Enes Wendo does well. Austin with the ball now. Austin on the ball again is dispossessed in the midfield, and Omala will chase the ball to Mata from Matas releases the ball out of field of play. Yes, King Manuel, my guess and you as well, right? Blackberry has to retire, and Macharia comes in, and then this will see a switch of play. Perhaps now we see different people here. The coach might move Austin on this other end, find Macharia somewhere, because Macharia is being sent straight into the park in the attack. So let's see what happens there. A throw in to Tusker. Well, John Macharia is a natural dribbler and not so much a natural scorer. What should he do now?
Now Macharia comes in to fill the void left by Berry on that left wing. I hope Macharia can now bring in a bit of pace that Berry wasn't bringing in that game, and also try to navigate through on that Tusker defense. Good play by Macharia of Tusker on that play. Austin now with the ball to Dennis Nganga. Nganga one pass to Omala. Omala is going to be deep to take out the ball. Fouled there by number 40 of Tusker. Gor will have an opportunity to push the ball.
Take a Thomas and jersey number 40 now for Omala. Omala comes very deep into his half to fetch the ball, and for a striker that is not so well, knowing that Omala is not a good dribbler, just a finisher, that doesn't portend so well for Gor Mahia here. Yes, let's see what Dennis Njeri does. Is Dennis Njeri on the ball? He seeks to play it forward. Raises the ball to Omala, but Omala doesn't win the ball. Enes wins it in midfield. It's a huge header that Philemon also deals with on the other end. A good one. Tusker have the ball now. Macharia on his first touch of the ball. What would he do? Dispossessed so easily. Again, Eric Zakayo on the ball. Eric Zakayo is not able to go, and Simiti pushes him off the ball. Yes, this is indeed an encounter of two teams that are enjoying the most number of titles in the league, and it's becoming so interesting to see how Tusker have responded so well. And so far, they're still controlling the midfield. This game right now, Tusker seem to be finding every department working for them, and Gor Mahia slightly struggling to just contain this avalanche of runs from Tusker. Let's see what happens. A long one given there, but then the defense clears it off. Nobody here to run for the ball, and it goes out of the field of play. Not it, but it's played back to the goalkeeper by Sakari Daniel rather. A huge one that Philemon lets out. Back to Gad. Gad with the ball. Shoots to Austin. In the midfield again, they lose it. And that goes to Gad.
I think Gor is playing kind of play that I've not seen them playing for a long time. That 1-9 kind of play from guard, trying to get the players up front. They just need to compose themselves a bit. Try and use the midfield, because that's why the game is won. That 1-9 kind of play is a bit old-fashioned. Tusker is trying to play the ball a bit because then they're able to create spaces, open up, and then you avoid the offside trap. So I hope Gad would now try to be a better distributor of the ball because he has good midfield players, John Tay, they are number 30, and Wendo, but they are not naturally skilled in terms of pushing the ball and creativity. I would hope that Macharia would go to that number 10, try and be a bit creative. That will open up the Tusker defense and allow Omala, to score goals in the game.
Well, it's at the back for Gor Mahia, and the guard playing this now distributes the ball that is easily cut off again by Tusker. The referee seems to be pointing at some change, not rather change, but then some water breaker. King Manuel, we are getting some very good insights. Does it mean that Gor Mahia would not contain such a huge, or did they anticipate a tough game like this?
They should have anticipated a tough game against Tusker. Remember, Tusker, the defending champions, won in back-to-back the last year and the previous year. And Tusker, although they've not had a very good run of form, but any time they meet Gor, they play pretty well. Tusker know how, they've now done their homework in that halftime. They know the weak link for Gor is on the wings, and they're now they've contained the midfield in the game. Now they're pushing Philemon and Geoffrey back, back foot every time. If they continue doing that, Tusker are going to have an edge of winning the game. What Gor should do is try now to go back and be combative a bit on that midfield. They've let Tusker so loose in that midfield. They're having a field day. Unless Wendo, John Ocheng, Austin Odhiambo should try and put pressure in that midfield. If they can win the midfield battle, then they can win the game. The team that will control the midfield and control the possession in this game will have an opportunity or a chance to win get the final result. Any team that let loose in that midfield then will cry by the end of the day.
Well, my take at this juncture, King, is that this Alpha Onyango, very skillful midfielder, has the energy. If Alpha Onyango would come in and Peter Luasa for, let's say, Boniface on the other end and Austin, would that really change the game a little bit?
Yes, they have to come in. Because you see the pace has gone down, coming from the water break, Nairobi temperatures are a bit high. Today we're recording about 35 degrees, just in the heart of the city in Nairobi. But that is not good for football. I hope that water break now will rejuvenate either team to actually get better and give us a better game in the final 20 of this game, and we hope that the fans who are watching us live will enjoy. A bit of them are, we can call their name Bennett or Jay or live there. Thank you very much for watching Gor Mahia TV.
Thank you very much to the fans who are watching us live from Kasarani. It's always a pleasure to have you along with us. It's nice, but Gor Mahia, just like you said, perhaps the injection of Alpha would really send Macharia into number 10, where he could hold the balls and release them for other players. Like the ball goes there, but an infringement. John made an infringement there, and I can see Monyi Kevin is not happy. Monyi Kevin is there. Monyi now prepares to take that free kick. Does so. Plays Eric. Eric, who's been troubling Gor, and that was very open boot, and the referee also spotted that. So looking at every other arrangement in this game right now, the game stands at a draw. One for Tusker, one for Gor. Goal scored for the teams on each side of the halves, and Macharia now has the ball. He now begins to distribute the ball like we expect of him. That's not a very good cross back to Simiti. Simiti here, Geoffrey, and is well defended by Tusker. All the way to guard, Gor Mahia goalkeeper. Guard has the ball right now. Guard plays to Onyango Joshua. Onyango Joshua looks over and puts a long one that is defended by Kevin Moni, and the ball goes on. Not cut well. Such a brilliant idea didn't go through. Gor Mahia on the ball, and now John has it. Masharia on the right. And the ball goes out of field of play. He's not able to control that ball, but Masharia is an exciting dribbler of the ball. We need to see the best of him, and he wins the ball again. Gor Mahia with the ball, and Austin gives it to Masharia. However, Matasi again uses his experience. Simiti stands tall. Seems to me that Geoffrey Simiti won the ball fairly. It was a 50-50 ball, but the referee says, no, Simiti, you are so tough, and that was tough. That was so tough again.
A bit of fighting on that play by Geoffrey Cheng of Gor Mahia against Masharia. Masharia, one of the better lethal players, quick at both feet, can use his right leg and the left leg as well. Tusker now have that ball in, out of the ambo, loses it for Gor Mahia. Now Tusker have the ball again, and Nick, as we say, Tusker have been a bit dominant in that midfield. They've tried to be a bit consistent. Gor had let them loose. Gor is able just to get the counter attacks as well, trying to play a bit deep, which is very dangerous for any team. Remember Tusker coming in from a draw in the last game, and again that offside trap for Tusker is really working well, courtesy to a former Gor Mahia player, Charles Momanyi.
Yes, Charles Momanyi is a tall defender. Just like you were talking, King Manuel, Alpha is being prepared for substitution there, and it looks good all the way to Gor Mahia's defense now. Let's see what Austin will do, and Omala has been released here. Can he run on that ball? And yes, he wins it, but he's alone. That's take on two defenders. Omala clears the ball, and that should have been a good one. The control was perfect, but then the second ball, that is a foul. That is a foul. That is a foul. Geoffrey Simiti again being so tough. Being so tough on Mbogwa Jimmy of Tusker. Alpha comes in, and yes, just like we were talking about that, Austin gets out. Austin goes out for Gor Mahia, and it's Alpha. Alpha is a player who has come through the ranks of Gor Mahia youth, and at the youth stage he was such a promising midfielder. And yes, this is why FIFA insists that teams should have youth teams, because again they make you have at least an endless pit of talent. Like now Alpha, I know Alpha one of these fine days must get a call at Harambee Star, in a Harambee Star squad, because of his exemplary talent. Let's see what now Alpha will bring into this, because with Masharia on the ball now, with Masharia in the field and Alpha, this would be better. A run down there, but cut in. Tusker deals with it properly. Masharia runs for the ball, but Tusker wins it. A throw-in has been executed by Tusker in the midfield. Not well handled, and God has it. Joshua Nyango clears a big one into the midfield, headed, but not still very well. Omala just chasing the ball today. Omala chasing the ball. Again, that is cut. Njuri Dennis in Gor Mahia defense. Njuri now releases Wendo. Wendo now gives Boni Bajaj. Bajaj is there and gives a direction that goes, but then well delivered. The last touch was lacking. Just the last touch was lacking, and then with the astuteness and the steadiness of Matasi, it wasn't easy to beat him. A Tusker player is down in the field of play, and Alpha plays fair play. King Manuel, that was a good execution from Bajaj. Boniface is known for his very bursting pace, and once it goes beyond the defender, is very difficult to deal with. That was a good execution, but then it lacked the last touch to make it a goal.
I wish we would have played a 45 in that play, because all the players, Momani was rushing to that near post. We had the goalkeeper as well.
This time he goes for a short one, and Omala is standing like some good play from Bajaj. Some good play from Bajaj. Wins Gor Mahia corner, the first corner in this half. And the corner will be taken very fast. If Boni again takes the corner, it goes there but cleared. A good one here. Boni with the ball, takes in a cross, but Matasi gets out to punch off the danger zone. Gor Mahia applying pressure, Bish on the ball. Looks for Macharia, and the pass goes begging out of the field of play. Seems Boniface is becoming a thorn in the flesh of this fullback Monyi in Tusker's defense, and his pace is troubling Monyi. Monyi seems to be getting tired and not able to cope with his pace right now, King.
Yeah, that pace is a bit on the on the loose. He brought in a bit of pace in that, and I give credit to Coach Matano and his assistant coaches. They've done a lot of review of the games they've played. They know how Gor keep on playing. Don't allow Gor an opportunity to contain you. Don't allow Gor an opportunity to have the possession. Then you have them where you really need them. Right now, they just need to ensure that they they do the final things right. Don't allow Omala to get a 1v1 on that final third. Don't allow Bajaj as well to penetrate, because they are skillful. They are quick and they are fast. Tusker defenders are tall and lanky and a bit slow. So every team has an opportunity to advantage whenever they have the ball or when they don't have it.
Nice play from Tusker, and Monyi gives a cross that goes direct to Gad. Gad wants to launch a counter attack here, gets it to John to Macharia. Macharia now has the ball. He gets a good one here, and it's game on. Macharia again is on the loose on the right wing. Macharia brings a cross, but then goes out for a corner. Well, the injection of pace on the Gor Mahia side seems to be paying now. And if you look at Gor Mahia, they are angry now for a goal, a winning goal here to say. Macharia brings one from the left foot, and Matasi again stands out as the international goalkeeper he is. Wendell plays Mbish, the captain. Captain looks over. Captain dribbles. Is again still with Gor Mahia. With Gor Mahia still. This is Alpha. Alpha Onyango does so well. Gets Simiti. Can Simiti bring in the cross? Yes, he brings it in, but Omala, it's just wide. Yeah, this game is coming to life in the last 10 minutes or so. And both sets of players now are giving us some entertaining piece of football here, and we are enjoying to see this, knowing so well that these are the most decorated Kenya Premier League sides, having won this league 13 times for Tusker and 19 times for Gor Mahia. So you know what it is, and Tusker are defending this. Remember, Tusker dethroned Gor Mahia from this position, and now they want to show Gor Mahia that yes, they bossed this game in Kenya Premier League. Let's see how it pans out. The ball goes out for a throw-in, and Geoffrey Simiti for Gor Mahia is right here. John throws a good one, And now he gets Alpha. Alpha on the ball. Alpha is pushed off the ball. The ball goes out. Wendo plays. Ocheng in midfield. Looks for Omala. Omala, doesn't head to anybody really. And Matasi has to enjoy himself a little bit and kill off some pressure from the Gor Mahia side. Well, Tusker, in the last 10 minutes or so, Tusker have not really mounted attacks like they began, and seemingly they're backpedaling. And this is what is evident on the side of Gor Mahia. Let's see what Omonyi Kevin does. They are playing a 1-2 with Sakari Daniel. Eric against Zakayo, the exciting winger. Plays, and Wendo leaves the ball for a defender. Surely, how do you do that when you know you're the holding midfielder? How do you do that? It's not even thinkable that it should happen in a field of play. He's supposed to be cutting all the moves from Tusker, and there is Eric now, and he gets a good one. This should be a goal. And again, he goes down rather easily. Ocheng on the ball. Ocheng now will release Omala. Can Omala run and get this? It's Bajaj now. Bajaj again on the ball. Bajaj, Boniface, and it's a handball. It's a handball. And the referee points at the penalty. And it's Bajaj who's been doing this business in the last 10 minutes. Gor Mahia will have a penalty here. Gor Mahia will have a penalty. Less than 10 minutes to the end of the game. Less than 10 minutes to the end of the game. And Benson Omala has the ball. Benson will have to face one of the most experienced keepers in Kenya Premier League, Patrick Matasi. King Manuel.
I really don't want to comment right now. I don't want to give the cast of the commentator, but I know Omala has what it takes to beat Matasi. Matasi has been very consistent in the Kenyan Premier League. Remember, Matasi coming from an international stint in Ethiopia. Matasi has played for the national team. However, right now he has to face Omala. Nick, I'll give it back to you to just proceed with it.
Well, Omala has to take on Patrick Matasi in goal. Let's see what is possible here. And Matasi is taking his free time in goal. The referee seems to be having a word with the players. Everybody is anticipating a rebound, and all the players now facing the Tusker goal area. Omala with Matasi. Well, remember, Omala is on a nice form. He's been scoring these penalties. And let's see if he's able to convert this into a goal. He's pushing and tagging. Omala on the ball. Omala goes for it, and it's a goal. Omala goes for it, and it's a goal. In the 43rd minute of the game. Yes, Omala gets his goal number 12 in match number 13. King Manuel.
Nick, I really wanted you to take it. Omala has proved that he's now a ready material, fine material. Former Kisumu Day High School alumni, played for Western Stima. Actually, I'm a rolling striker. Now playing his trade in Gor Mahia. 12 goals in the Premier League. What a feat by Omala. Gor lead 2-1. And what a game.
Yes, this is courtesy of Boniface Bajaj, the speedy, diminutive winger who has been commenting this left side of defense. And yes, Omala gets his 12th goal and his goal scoring stint runs. Now Tusker have to really make deal with this. Let's see how it goes. We are playing the last 2 minutes of regular time and perhaps another added time. Let's see what works out here. So Gor Mahia have some business here to transact. They have a goal to defend. They have 3 points to also defend. They have pride in place to defend, and they have everything going for them now. It's time now. Gor Mahia must now really manage this lead. Gad Matthews for Gor Mahia, remember, is also an alumni of Kisumu Day, just like Omala. They are guys from Kisumu Day. And let's say again to Bajaj. Bajaj seems to be going on a mission right now, and his change of wings with Macharia has really brought a lot of punch. Jireden is miscues a clearance that goes out of play, and Tusker would love things like this at this hour. Remember, it's match number 13, and a long throw is coming here. A long throw is coming here from Sakari Daniel. Sakari Daniel wants to launch a massive throw from the look of things. And Sakari Daniel comes here now. Sakari Daniel does it. Oh my God, it's so long. Such a deep throw. And Macharia jumps not to any success. Not able to deal with the ball. Tusker has the ball still on the left wing, and they manage to move across. And yes, a foul has been committed. Yes, it's a foul like this that actually made Tusker get the equalizer. Let's see how this one plays out. On the left wing, a foul has been committed, and Tusker will be taking their foul. This is an important one to them as well. They have tall players like Momanyi Charles, who can really hang and have the ball. Let's see what happens. There is Eric Zakayo, who is at the very far end and marked by the goal defense, and this could also spell a doom. Now, Tusker taking the free kick. He's been given, and the Paris is out of play. It goes back, headed back, and it's now a chase. Macharia chases the ball, and it's played back to keeper Matasi. Back to keeper Matasi. Njiro Denny stands tall in defense, and Philemon clears a big one, and Bajaj is on it. So the diminutive is so small in size, but has a busting pace that torments defenders. Actually, it's his paces that have resulted into that penalty. The ball goes out of the field of play, and the field official will be indicating the added minutes anytime now. The fourth official will be indicating the number of added minutes. We've played the 45, and now we want to see how many minutes are there for Gor Mahia. Tusker with the ball. It's a free kick in the half. Play to Patrick Matasi. Matasi now brings a long one into Gor Mahia's defense. A long one that is headed for a corner. Headed for a corner. And Zakayo Eric will be taking this corner. Remember, this is the first corner in this half for Tusker. And Zakayo is taking the corner. Zakayo brings in a good corner that is well headed out of danger as we play the last 4 minutes of added time of this game. It's there, and again a miscued clearance from the Gor Mahia defense. Well handled. This is a good turn. What a turn that is. Player awareness, goal awareness, the skill, and everything that went into that is just magnificent. King Manuel.
They need to control the play now. Goal. The game is back to their advantage. 4 minutes to go in added time. All they need to to do is just a bit of composure. Don't be in a hurry. Don't let Tusker lose, because Tusker has very good players in that midfield, good players in their forward line, and their back line is not bad as well, apart from that penalty conceded. But Gor has to contain the game. They don't need to go for the long balls. Just play it, run down the time, then they'll have the win.
Well, it's about the next 3 minutes that are crucial for Gor Mahia. Macharia is on the chase on the left side of the pitch, played to Matasi, and they're playing 1-2. And the King Manuel says that it's now time to just manage time. And this is what sometimes many teams fail to do when it's a crucial time. Now Simiti busts ahead, and it's with Gor Mahia defense. A big clearance. Momanyi stands tall and tells Omala, you know, I was in this defense when cool, and does it well. Out of field of play, and Boniface Bajaj takes it out. Bajaj again is now chasing for the ball. Tusker has the ball. Tusker plays it. Mashara not able to win it. Taken to Gor Mahia defense. The captain Philemon clears it out. Mashara is not able to handle that. Goes all the way back to Patrick Matasi. Matasi looks up. Releases his players. Gives a big one into Gor Mahia's side. And that is cleared out of danger. Omala marks this time, but Momanyi keeps him on check. Charles Momanyi, a former Gor Mahia defender, who knows this player so well, is marshalling this defense line so well. And if a throw in for Gor Mahia, just like you said, King Manuel, it's time now to run down some few seconds of the game, and Simiti is going to do exactly that. That's a foul on Bajaj again. And I must say Bajaj has had one of the best games so far this half.
He has been the game changer for Gor. Bajaj has been he was the lethargic a bit when the game started, but he got into his groove. And remember, the introduction of Macharia allowed him to come to the right side or to the left, where he's much better, much quicker. Now Gor had options both on the left and the right, speed wingers, and Omala now is able to be a bit free, because now all the Tusker defenders have to concentrate on the wing. Then he'll have a good opportunity in the middle. Gor has an opportunity now to just maintain it. Don't let the lead slip. Don't let the ball go. Don't be in a hurry. Just maintain the tempo.
Well, and Bajaj prepares to take it himself. He was the one who fouled, but he wants to take it again himself. Plays this back to Omala. Omala wants to run it down, and it's offside. Perhaps during the last minute of the game, this could be the last action of this game at Moi Sports Center, Kasarani. And Matasi now gives a big one that goes to Gor Mahia defense. And these defenders didn't even speak. There's everybody is vying for the ball. It's an aerial ball, and Bajaj has it again. Bajaj has it again. Bajaj goes past one player. Bajaj with the ball. Bajaj releases Omala. Omala is not able to serve it, and indeed. And that marks the end of the game. Gor Mahia takes on another 3 points in a Kenya Premier League match, and now stand at position 2, 29 points behind Nzoia Sugar. King Manuel, as we close down.
Gor, good game by Gor. Gor beating Tusker 2-1. Tusker has been a thorn in the flesh for Gor, but it's good win for Gor Mahia. 2 goals, one from Sydney Wahongo, one from Omala. Gor win that game 2-1. They move to number 2, 1 point behind Nzoia Sugar, who have played 2 more games than Gor. Congratulations, Gor Mahia. It's me, King Manuel, and Nick. Nick, I give it back to you to wrap it up.
Thank you, King Manuel. Thank you, King Manuel. It's been wonderful having you along. We've had some very nice moments, very good analysis. Every insight into the game, it's been wonderful. To you, our viewers, wherever you are in the country, it's been nice, and it was wonderful having you along. We will be bringing you most of this in our everyday broadcast with Gor Mahia plays. Remember, this is Gor TV. I've been with King Manuel. My name is Nick Okello. Till we meet again in this other encounter in a Kenya Premier League Gor Mahia TV, we say thank you very much for having been with us. Thank you. Till we meet again. It's bye-bye for now from Moi Sports International Kasarani in Nairobi.